Yep.
All right. Randy Gregory's right here whenever y'all are ready.
How are you doing, Randy?
Pretty good. Yourself? Is that Jory?
That is.
It is. Yes, ma'am.
Randy, why don't we start off with how is your knee feeling? And were you able to practice some today?
Yeah, knee feels great. I practiced today. Obviously, it was a light practice, but I was able to go out there and do everything that was asked of me. So fully expect that to be the case this weekend. My knee is just something I've dealt with over the course of my career, really both my knees, and just kind of re-aggravated something in my left one. So just trying to be cautious about that and take care of that so I'm good to go on game day.
So that's something you have to prepare your pass rush moves different or think any differently about your technique in the game, or it's kind of just like deal with it on game day and do what you can?
Well, really, game day, I feel great. It's mostly during the week. That day, the 2 days after we play, it's been swelling up really badly. So that's been the main thing, just making sure I can get through the week, because game day I'm going to be, ready to go. And, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't think it's going to affect the pass rush any. I think there's some other things I need to work on in that aspect instead of worrying about my knee. So I'll be good to go on that end.
Did you get an MRI or X-ray or anything just to make sure that there's nothing more serious in there, or was yesterday just more of a maintenance day?
I did. I got it checked out. I think, like I said, it's more precautionary, just, making sure we do the right things, take the right steps, necessary steps to make sure my leg is right. And it is, like I said, it's really minor, believe it or not, and I've played on it this way. I just think over the course of the season, we're just going to have to keep a close eye on it and make sure it's good to go.
Hey, Randy, how much of an opportunity did you have to go against Cam Erving in practice last year? And what's that like when you get a chance to play against a guy that's been on your team?
It'll be fun. Me and Cam were actually, real good friends. We haven't talked much since he's left, but he was one of the guys I actually talked to a lot in the locker room last year, and obviously played against him a lot in practice. And one of the guys that I actually looked to kind of help work on my game, since we played a lot. Me being with the twos and him being with the twos and being kind of a swing tackle. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of conversation with him during the game. A little bit of playful banter. But, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the challenge.
You mentioned that there are other things you want to work on with your pass rush. Where do you see the places you most want to improve or most want to clean up?
Mostly my hands. I think that's probably been the biggest concern for me, really, my whole career. I've always prided myself on, my athleticism and being able to get the quarterback and make plays that way, and never really had to rely on my hands. And, as I've gotten older and obviously playing in the NFL, everyone's a good athlete, so there's different things you have to do in order to win your rep. And, I think I've been falling short on that end. It's just something I'm going to have to work on in practice, which I have been, and, have the confidence to go out there and work it in the game and hopefully win on it.
You rotated inside over the guards a little bit against the Eagles. Dan Quinn said that's a part of your game they'll continue to develop. Have you lined up inside before in your career, and being able to generate pressure from different spots on the line? How does that keep an offense off balance?
I've had a few chances to line up inside in the past. I'll be honest with you. In the past, it wasn't my favorite thing to do, whether it be pass rush or against the run. And I think now, with the guys we have and personnel we have, a lot of guys can flex in and flex outside. And I think that's what we're trying to do, just give different matchups. You see, Micah line up inside, he blitzes, does different things like that. And that's what we're trying to do, just give the defense a different look, see the different, what's the word I'm looking for, matchups we could use, lining me up inside also. But, like DQ said, something I'm going to have to rep out, get used to, and get comfortable with being down there. And, we can run different games and things like that. So we're getting fun with it, and I like it, and we're going to keep repping it, and, we'll hit home with some of those.
Randy, what do you expect from the Panthers here Sunday without McCaffrey?
Without McCaffrey, the way I see it in this profession is next man up. I don't think their offense is going to change that much. I think it obviously eliminates the threat of the back coming out of the backfield and catching the pass. I think he does that real well, and so I think they're going to miss out a little bit on that aspect of their game. But I don't know. I think they're going to run the ball a lot. I think teams try to do that against us. We've done a good job of shutting that down, and then trying to convert into obviously pass rush and get out the quarterback there. So that's the main goal: stop the run early, and plan to do that, and then try to get after Darnold.
Randy, you've obviously had a lot of different coaches throughout your playing career. If someone was to say to you, what's the one thing that stands out most to you about Dan Quinn, what would that be?
I would say, I think I've been blessed with, defensive coaches that really know how to command the room. And Marinelli in the past did that, and, DQ is right up there with him. He has a special way of getting the most out of guys, and like I said, commanding their attention even when he doesn't have to cuss or yell or scream at someone, and so it's nice to see. I think he does a real good job of managing the different characters and personalities we have in the room, and he kind of fits in like a player too. He has kind of a player's mindset in the way he carries himself, and he's got his hat backwards, he's wearing J's, he's messing with us in meetings and things like that. So he's a real good individual to have in the room. I think we feed off of him, and it's the kind of guy you want leading your defensive unit.
Brandon, there's obviously a whole lot more to quarterback pressure than just generating sacks. You threw 3 different holding calls in Monday's game. Mm-hmm. How much do you take pride in that, even if it's less of a gaudy statistic than a sack?
I think initially I wasn't, I get caught up in the stats just like the next person does. At the same time, I understand there's different ways you can disrupt a game, and I think perfect example of that is a guy like D-Law. I think a lot of times, at least in recent memory, people try to get caught up in the numbers, and D-Law is a special player. He does a lot of things that don't show up on the stat sheet. So stats are going to come. I truly believe that. In the past, I feel like I've kind of rolled into the season, never really got a chance to get my feet under me, and I think right now it's good that some of the things I'm dealing with, whether it be an injury or not being happy with my pass rush and things like that, I'm figuring that out earlier in the season, and hopefully I can get on a good streak, individually and collectively as a team, throughout the course of the year.
Randy, I wonder if I could jog your memory real quick. When Dak got hurt last year, obviously you weren't around, but were you watching the game at that time? And if you were, do you remember just your reaction to how everything went down when watching the game on TV?
Yeah, it was tough. I remember watching the game where Dak got hurt live, and anytime a player goes down, whether it be on your team or not, it's tough. And for it to be Dak, and we know how much Dak means to us as a player in person. So to see him go down was tough. But those are challenges you face throughout the year. We're facing it this year with injuries and COVID. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, guys got to step up. And I think that's what we were looking for last year. And as a whole, I think last year was kind of messy here and there. But it's in the past. I think this year, obviously, we're very, very happy to have Dak back. He's playing lights out. I think he's playing the best ball we've seen. And, obviously we see that effect he has on the team as a whole.
On your final play on Monday, you were pursuing the quarterback and you're kind of running through traffic. Did your left knee, I don't know if you banged into somebody and got a contusion there, but did anything happen on that play? You kept running, you ran through it. I was just curious if you got caught at all with your left knee on that play.
No, I actually didn't get hurt at all last game. I honestly can't tell you when I got hurt. Like I said, with my knees, I've dealt with issues with that Really since I've been in college in Nebraska, I've had issues with my knee, both of them. So I'm good. Like I said, I don't want to harp too much on my knee. I was joking about it yesterday. I'm just getting kind of old, and I got to put some WD-40 on my knees every now and then, get them nice and lubed up so I can go. But I'm not too worried about it.
All right, that's it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Randy.